Hey, it's Tara with Little Good News with Tara. I had a story I wanted to share with you today, and at the end of this story, I'm going to tell you a story about myself that I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to anyway. We've all got that one friend that's a little unusual, and I'm talking about maybe an animal or a reptile, something like that. Tim Jones, a Texas man, has befriended a water snake. Mr. Jones is 82 years old, and he will drive his wheelchair to a pond on his property, and he goes, I think, at least every other day, sometimes every day, and he calls this water snake Big Bertha. And she will come up on he has to tape the bottom of his breeches leg, pants leg, I'm sorry, I'm in North Alabama and they're breeches, so that some of her friends, Big Bertha's friends, might not go up his pants leg, because, as he says, when you're 82 years old, you don't need snakes going up your pants legs. No. He might get hurt that way. But she will come up his leg, and he said she would curl up in his lap if he let her. As I watched this video on YouTube, I saw this snake come up his leg, and I'm thinking, gosh, wow, that's an unusual friend right there. But hey, it works for Tim Jones. In Minnesota, I'm trying to read my own writing here, so in Minnesota, a couple adopted a 7-month-old husky named Max. Soon after, they rescued a duck whom they called Quackers. Max and Quackers, you know what, I'm getting tongue-tied trying to say this duck's name, became good friends real soon. They do everything together. They hang out in the front yard together, where people passing by will take pictures of them and send back to the owners. They sleep together, they eat together, they play together, they do everything together. Wow, because it seems like the dog might want to go after the duck, and no, they're good friends. Okay, Joe Heaney, who lives near Hershey, Pennsylvania. I'm getting all kinds of tongue-tied today. He lives near Hershey, Pennsylvania. Has an emotional support alligator. Not dog, alligator. Wally the alligator was found in a pond. He was a very small alligator. He was found in a pond at Disney World. I'm not too sure how Mr. Heaney got the alligator, because he's in Pennsylvania. Maybe he lived in Florida at the time. Anyway, he volunteered to take him. And take him he did. They do everything together. He is on a leash like a dog. He goes to the doctor's office with Mr. Heaney. They go for walks. Yeah, he has a pond. Not a pond, I'm sorry. Some kind of tub in his living room, and when he's sitting on the couch watching TV, the alligator can retire in his water in the living room with Mr. Heaney. That's kind of unusual. Costa Rican fisherman, and I forgot his name, but I think it was Cheeto. I don't remember, so I'm not going to say it. Found a crocodile, a small crocodile, he says, 150 pounds. Don't sound that small, but okay. He named him Poncho, and he was hurt from a hunter's bullet. Well, he brought him back to health, and he earned the trust of the crocodile, and they became good friends. And over the past 20 years, the fisherman has been able to do shows with the crocodile. They will put on shows for people, and he earns money that way. So he saved the crocodile, and then the crocodile turned around and did something nice for him, allowing him to bring in an income from the show that they put on. So a 20-year long friendship with a crocodile. That's kind of cool. In Cincinnati Zoo, there is a dog named Blakely. And Blakely is a male dog. I'm not sure what kind. He looks kind of like what we call a cattle dog around here. And he nurtures new members to the zoo. Maybe they get, animals that come in that have been abandoned by their mother. Maybe something happened to their mother, and they're just kind of lost when they get there. And this dog nurtures them, like maybe even getting a toy. I know he made friends with a small leopard. And as I watched the video of Blakely the dog playing with this small leopard, he was dragging his cat toys around so that the cat would chase them and act like a cat, So, but they say he does that with all the small animals. How cool is that? Okay, ZYZZ. I think it's Zis. I think. Turks and Caicos Island is where this dog lives. And his owners have some kind of a water tourism business. They take people out on boats and such. Well, Zis goes with them. And he plays with the dolphins in the water. He jumps off the boat and plays with the dolphins. And they have seen them play... not tag, what am I thinking of? Where they'll toss something in the water, the dolphin has it, and then the dog has it. So this dog is in the water playing with these dogs. That's got to be good for a water tourism business right there. That is so cool. And now I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I did when I was younger. I guess I was in my 20s. And me and my husband had this... I'm kind of embarrassed to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. This little pet mouse. I don't know what happened, how it got there, where its mama went. I don't know. But we felt sorry for it, and we would feed that pet mouse. And yes, it was inside our house. But we tried to care for it the best we could, and it hung around for a while. And, maybe somehow... The kids did it too. We'd just give it a piece of a cracker or a piece of bread or something. And I'm not sure whatever happened to the mouse, but at least we showed our kids, even if we didn't mean to at the time. Maybe we showed our kids how to love every creature, even if it was a little old field mouse. So... we might have got a cat about that same time. I don't remember. Okay, enough about me and the mouse, but yeah, sometimes we have unlikely friends. It could be anything. So I thought I'd share some good news with unlikely friends today. Thank y'all for watching.